Hi guys, Berry Babe here, checking in. Well, the continuing saga of the tale of two scales. This morning at 9, I was down 0.4 on the little scale, which put me at 162.9. Oh, I made it. Y'all were wishing me 162. We made it, but whoa. I'm trying my best to behave today because I don't want to see 163 again. I didn't even drop 161. I was 162. I didn't even get to see 161 on the new fancy scale. But this is not fair. My birthday is in the last day of July 31st. And on this new scale, they give you your fitness age. Well, I'm 62 right this minute, and ever since I got that damn thing, it's been saying 63. This morning, I got on, and I went to record my results, and now I'm 64. So, I definitely am losing ground here. I'm in the same place, but I'm not my chronological age. I'm aged 1 year. So goal is going to be trying to bring that back into line. My BMI is almost into normal. My fat ratio, actually at 39 point something, it's kind of gone between 38 something and 39. I think at 39, I hit below 39, I go into normal. But we all know that when you're my age, they give you a bigger fat allowance. So I don't know how I feel about that, because I really don't want to look like a fat old lady. And you know, this morning I woke up and I felt, in the morning I'm laying on my back and everything's like sucked in. Was feeling pretty good, and I put on my workout clothes and I went down and I was getting clothes out of the laundry, and my daughter her daughter's in the lower level, and so she has a full-length mirror in the laundry room, and I looked over and I thought, you're not fat anymore. It's like, I have to get this low before my brain starts believing it. I had my husband take my picture the other night at the concert because I don't have a lot of concept. For years, I looked in the mirror and reshaped everything. So I don't have always a real good eye. And and I have this bubble around my middle, and my eye goes to that. And I have this waddle here, so when I look in the mirror, I just try to straighten it up so it doesn't show. When I relax, it's like, when I lay on my back, it just puddles on my chest. Joys of getting older. But lately I've been thinking on the weight loss surgery channels, a lot of people talk about 10 things I won't miss about being fat. And while I was in the laundry room today taking the clothes out of the dryer and folding them up, I wear French cut panties. And so they fit around my waist, but they're cut way up to my hip bone. I wore them low in college, even though I had a stomach. And after I snagged my husband, it was like, the hell with this. You have to go looking for bikini panties for a big stomach. So I'm folding up these little panties. These are size 7, and they're if I get to my goal, they'll probably be a little big. I thought, you know what? I'm not embarrassed to fold my underwear in the laundromat anymore. Now, we have a washer and dryer, but when we go on vacation, we go to the laundromat. And so we got my husband's big boxers, and now I got my little panties. And I like them in wild, bizarre patterns and colors, even if they're not showing. So slowly, but it's like I until I get this weight and below, I don't really start feeling thin, you know. And I know I am, you know, I'm starting to get, I got a bone back here that's poking out, and different things. I had to put a pillow between my knees because the knees are getting too bony, and I know I'm in danger of losing too much. But I just really want to try and get this middle off. If I can burn it off. My visceral fat, which is the fat around my organs, I read about it today, and it says most often in abdominal cavity, and you need a certain amount. And I went from a 10 to a 9. Now that goes back and forth over that line, but I'm actually not. I'm in normal at 9, and I'm on the line at 10. So, you know, I don't know how this thing reads this stuff, and mostly I'm looking at it for trends. I want to see more muscle and less fat. I got on the treadmill today, and the same walking workout kicked my butt today. So I think I've done it enough days in a row where, I don't know, maybe time for a break, because I'm maybe wearing myself out. I got on the bike, and I did one cycle, and then I started pulling. What I do is I get on and I just pedal until my legs are like dying, and then I put them up, my feet up on the pedals, the stationary pedals, and then I do this, and it was like, no, can't do it today. Can't do it today. So I guess I definitely need to stay at this level until I can do it, because I have to leave enough energy to get my butt up the basement stairs. And you know, in the past, I have one knee, I have osteoarthritis in my knees, and my left knee I've had trouble with from time to time, and usually it's pretty good, and on HCG it's usually pretty good. One of the things that, shout out to Hcgleeff, thank you. Something she said made me think about boundaries. No, not boundaries, rebound eating. Similar words, similar letters. You know, tomorrow night I've talked about taking my daughter out to dinner at Famous Dave's. And one of the traditions is the kids get to pick where they want to go on their birthday. And Famous Dave's is like one of my favorite places too. Lots of carbs, 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 carbs. Well, historically, and I finally realized this several months ago, I can go and sit, and I have, when I did liquid protein when I was in my 20s, I used to sit at a restaurant with a pop, and everybody would eat, and I just sit there, and I think I made them uncomfortable, but I was okay. Now when I do that, and I do that sometimes, other than at the Chinese restaurant, because I don't care there, I don't want to eat. They have a dessert bar, but it's like I'm not paying $11 to eat dessert at a Chinese restaurant. But if and sometimes it's not even directly after, sometimes it's a couple of events where I really don't eat, and you know, I'm really facing heavy duty challenges, and I don't eat at the event, but then one night, and nighttime's hard for me, I'm just creeping around looking, you know. I have some people who have eaten normally in my house, and so there's still stuff that I didn't pitch, that's real food, not junk food, but real food, but would still satisfy. There's always Bisquick in the cupboard. So for tomorrow, I still don't have a clue whether I'm going to eat, if I'm going to eat, what I'm going to eat, how much I'm going to eat. But I am more inclined right at this minute, and I have ADHD, so I change my mind like that. I'm inclined not to. Not even a little taste of this and a little taste of that, because I know what it tastes like. That's why I want to eat it. I know it tastes good. I know it feels good in my mouth. So I will vlog after dinner tomorrow night and let you know what. This whole head trip around food, it's exhausting. I would just love to be normal, where I eat if I'm hungry and I don't eat if I'm not hungry. I don't screw up my blood sugar to the point my body's screaming for the carbs and the crap. I wish I liked vegetables. I wished I liked, you know, I think I might be a super taster. They talk about super tasters because, you know, my mother said, even when she fed me green beans when I was a kid, baby, 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 I would spit them out. When I was young, one night when my father was still alive, they made me sit at the table. He made me sit at the table to eat my green beans. 2 hours later, he finally let me go. And thank God they weren't one of those tough love parents where they showed up again for breakfast. Like, you don't get anything to eat until you eat these green beans. So I would say to my mother, when I'm 7 years old, I'll eat green beans. Every year it was, when I'm 12 years old, I'll eat green beans. So my mother, who's gone now, bless her heart, for the rest of my life would always say, if she was, you know, green beans were like around a lot. One of the things we served a lot. And she'd say, do you want some green beans? And I just laugh. The only green beans I eat are jelly beans. So, but bless her heart, I am sorry that she passed away before she got to see that I finally made it. She just cared so much, but did so many wrong things without even knowing it. You know, we had fruit. It was fruit cocktail and heavy syrup. You know, but we were eating healthy. And so, you know, it's up to me now, but I'm such a slave to my mouth. Bad girl, bad girl. So that's all. My husband's waiting for me. We are going out on one of our Friday night hot dates. When we first got together, you know, I didn't date in high school. I was fat. And I was also kind of assertive. And boy, if one didn't scare the boys off, the other did. I lived in a farming community, so I had spent my younger days in the city, and then I moved to the farm country, and so I wasn't that interested anyway. But we met in college, and neither of us had had much of a dating life. And, you know, we'd say, it's Friday night, and we've got a date. And that was a big deal. So now Friday night is historically, you know, when we were both working, Friday night would be when you just pile in the car and collapse at the restaurant and feed your face because you were so tired and worn out. So usually we joke that we go to Walmart and buy toilet paper. No toilet paper. I've got plenty of toilet paper right now. But we're going out last minute shopping for the birthday girl. She's taking summer classes in her last semester. She's majoring in psychology at U of M Flint. And her last semester ends at the end of this year, but she needs a planner. So we're going to go out and shop for that. And then I have some other miscellaneous things that I'm interested in getting. So Friday night, and I got a date. I already texted him saying we wouldn't be eating dinner out. So I don't know if he eats something before we go, or he'll grab a bar. He really likes those peanut butter pie 1 bars. So that is all for now. I will talk to you again tomorrow after Famous Days. Bye.